coach overall, his 13th at Miami, and his Hurricanes will start with the basketball. Jamie Luckey, Tim Clougherty, A.J. Desire officials. It typically is, but it's specifically an orange out here in the Dome, where the Hurricanes off a 29-8 season control first, and they get an easy touch for Nwoko off a loss against Florida State on Wednesday, 84-75. And working inside of Nwoko again. How about this start? Michael Nwoko, Toronto with the first 2 baskets.
And you're going to see it all game from both teams. They're going to try to get downhill. You see Cleveland with the steal.
And Cleveland, a little bit of an odd delivery midair, ends up the Orange's leading rebounder, Malik Brown. Here's Brown off the feed from Mintz. Lays it in, and they can finally take their seats here in the Dome. Malik Brown now 70 for 99. 71% field goal percentage on the year. Nijel Pack with a little step back too. 1,599 career point scorer. The 4th-year junior Pack gets on the board.
He's the guy who leads this Miami team. As he goes, the Miami team goes.
There is Starling, and that's a pleasant sign for Syracuse. Freshman George right in front of the very active Adrian Autry, first-year Syracuse coach. Terry McNamara to his right. On the drive, here's Wooga Poplar.
You know what? I wasn't the quietest guy on the court when I used to play. I used to talk a little bit. So,
is that right?
It is. Yeah.
Here's Williams getting position inside. Benny Williams into Brown from Williams. Here's a 3 for Bell. That's good. Syracuse ties it on a Chris Bell triple. Copeland. Bell comes flying in, and Cleveland clears for Miami. Cleveland and Pack, the 2 scorers in the lineup right now, and Matthew Cleveland takes it strong to Miami without Poplar with the 2 fouls. George is off the floor with the 2 fouls. They get it inside to Nwoko. 2 points on Wednesdays, 3 for 3 in the first 9 minutes. It's up top. He somehow sees Brown through the trees. Syracuse is 5 for 15 in the first half of the half. Mintz pulls up and gives the Orange the defensive glass as Starling emerges from the fray.
Great individual defense on that possession.
Mintz around and out. There's Cleveland taking the ball all the way down the floor. Matthew Cleveland finishes at the rim. Starling well as Joseph runs the other way for Miami. Cleveland off the bounce. Off a tough game against his old team, Florida State, on Wednesday. Right now they're holding Syracuse to 6 for 18 shooting with 3 turnovers. Mintz trying to back down Bensley Joseph, a terrific defender. And Mintz finishes strong over him. So in that respect, Jim Larrañaga has to be very pleased. J.J. Starling with his second 3. Jim Larrañaga has not made a substitution in 5 minutes. He has rolled with this unusual lineup, fronted by Pack, who buries it from 3.
And we all know that Nijel Pack can do that.
Snaps an 0 for 6 start from 3 for Miami. Mintz misses, and here comes Cleveland, who's running a one-man fast break show at points. He sets up Watson. Miami without O'Meara still does not have an offensive rebound. And Starling nearly had his 3rd 3.
I love the aggression. I love when he sees it and it's open, take it.
Pack sensing the mismatch with Bell. Hits the dribble alive, gets around Chris Bell and scores it. Here's Bensley Joseph attacking the lane. Joseph gets to the offhand, and Adrian Autry will use his second first half timeout. Rare miss near the rim for Miami.
Syracuse needs to play up tempo a little bit more too. Get easier shot. There it is.
Can he run for Syracuse without numbers? Scoops it to Bell.
Great extra.
Starling. Yes!
That was a great extra pass by Chris Bell.
Well, Miami scoreless for over 3.5 minutes, nursing a 2-point lead. Into Nwoko again. Williams ties him up, and Cleveland comes out of nowhere. And Miami leads in the final half minute of the first. Mintz in the lane. Williams for 3. Yes, indeed. And another offensive rebound for Nwoko. Poplar again. Steps inside Taylor. Gets to Cleveland in the paint. Cleveland swishes, and he's got a dozen. The tradition here at the Dome is you stand and clap until the first made field goal of the half. That will come from Taylor.
Right on time.
No foul, and Cleveland was all alone under the basket for a moment. Poplar didn't see him. Poplar will take it himself, and Brown just parries it out of bounds. About an 88-foot pass from under the basket. George from Joseph. Spot up three is good for Keyshawn George.
You know, get the block.
Keeping the shot clock again. Starling will pull up from the elbow, and J.J. Starling has had the jumper going.
And then if he has an opportunity, he has to take it.
Lead down to three. Cleveland gets around Bell and slithers in with the left. He's got 14 to lead all scorers. Mintz. Starling again using the shot fake to his advantage. Somehow it got to Brown. Copeland, no. And then Brown gets out to deflect it. Starling, yes sir! To return to Syracuse. 39-39 with 11 and a half to go. Miami, a bubble team, looking for a big win at the Dome, and there's a...
Miami has those type of guys. It plays broken down, give them the ball, go ahead, go to work. See Joseph right there taking advantage.
Starling off the cut. What a catch by Brown. Poplar bodied up really well by Judah Mintz. Has to throw it back to Nijel Pack. It's his game at the end of the shot clock, and he buries it from deep.
Pack, you must have heard me. He heard me talking over here, Kev. He heard me.
The second three of the game, and now Copeland drives right by him, and Brown knocks it in the rim. Syracuse starting to own the offensive glass. Their 10th offensive rebound, and it's Pack again. Back-to-back possession. Miami's largest lead was 8. Syracuse's largest was 2. Pack gets free again. He's hit 3 in a row.
Now the floodgates have opened for him.
19 points and back-to-back.
You got to just let that come to you. No spacing on that drive at all.
Track for his worst offensive game of the year. Can he get it going here? Yes, he can.
He's that type of guy.
And the Canes lead it by 5. In the lane, Mintz. Left it short. Contact, no foul. Here comes Cleveland. Joseph to his left. Oh, goodness. Miami's hit 5 straight shots. A little bit of a free throw edge and a turnover edge have kept Syracuse somewhat in the game. Mintz might get hit in the face there. He gets around Joseph and attacks the rim.
Just another day at the office from Malik Brown.
Bell, that's a big one. And it's a 1-point game. Poplar, it's a screen. Brown's out there to hedge. Poplar's off the side of the rim. Morocco keeps it alive. Offensive rebound, and it's Pack with the finish plus the foul.
What a tough player. Look at him get in there at 6 feet, not afraid of the contact, finishing over Brown.
Scored exactly 19 points in the last 2 games. He's at 19 today. Starling for Mintz. And we are tied. The 10th assist for Judah Mintz as well.
Good no call, good no call.
Joseph. Miami back in front.
I tell you what, man, this is good basketball right here. I love to see a high level going at each other.
Took a little while to get the rhythm and flow going, but we found it. Bell.
Talk to me.
Chris Bell with his 4th 3. Mintz has been the distributor today. 11 assists. He drags the feed. Gets it up off the backboard. Morocco, Cleveland, Poplar, and the man of the hour, Nijel Pack. It'll be the freshman George back in the game. Both teams 12 and 5. Both 3 and 3 in the ACC. Mintz got caught in the air. He finds his man underneath. It's Copeland. Our triple-double watch here at the Dome. George again into the body of Bell. Keyshawn George, the freshman, making just his 5th start of the year today. A big impact down the stretch. Brown on the slip. Starling for 3.
You got to get out of his way, young fella.
Morocco's going to set the screen. George rises. Keyshawn George, young man. Dog a lake. 5 to shoot. Mintz still with a dribble. Lost it. It's Copeland for the win. Yes! Yes! Quadir Copeland is your hero.
You know what? You thought it was a broken play.
Guarded by Cleveland. 5 to shoot. Mintz still with a dribble. Lost it. It's Copeland for the win. Yes! Yes!